Hey guys! So today I actually have a guest with me. Now we're gonna welcome the guest in.
Hello.
What?
Hello.
Okay, so this is my friend from college. He actually graduates this year.
Yep.
And today we're gonna do a study abroad tag, kind of like a question and answer thing. And so I'm gonna be asking questions and we'll both answer since we're both studying abroad.
Yeah.
Should we just get right into it?
Let's go.
You ready? Okay.
Let's
so
go.
my first question for the both of us is like, what is your name, age, and nationality?
Age, nationality.
So you go first.
Okay. My name is Haru Hashimoto. People call me Haru.
And your age?
I'm at 22 right now, and I will turn 23 next month. So happy birthday.
1995.
Yeah.
We're both 1995s.
Yeah.
Okay. So nationality.
Guess where I'm from? I don't think people can get it.
I mean, Haru Hashimoto.
So like name can tell,
Yeah.
but you know, only my appearance.
Based on your appearance,
Yeah, like no one can get it. But I'm actually from Japan. I'm a true Japanese, so don't get me wrong. I'm not from Indonesia or somewhere. Yep. Go ahead and answer your
My
first question.
Okay, so I'm Zoey, obviously. We're born in the same year, so I'm turning 23 this year as well. I'm a Taiwanese.
People should know.
Okay, my second question is, at what age did you first left your country to long-term study abroad in the US?
Okay. For long term, I would say that, you know, my first experience to leave my country was 12 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It was like only 1 week, like home staying program. And I didn't know until like 2 days before I leave the country. Because like my dad like planned to do it, and then like I didn't know until he told me to pack everything, and I'm like, Dad, you cannot do that. Like I didn't even know.
Wow.
I don't know how to speak English.
And it was in the States?
It was in Australia.
Shoot, age 12.
Yeah, it was weird. And then that was the very first time I left my country for a week without my parents, without my friends. So that was a little adventure. And then second time was actually to America when I was 15 years old, which was 10th grade of high school. And then I spent 7 years straight, and then I'm here.
Now he's here, graduated.
Yeah, I mean, I graduated somehow. I don't know why. Just magic happened.
7 years is a long time.
It is.
And 15 years old is pretty young.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even hate my parents. Like, you know, like how, like, I don't have my parents around me.
True.
And I just got knocked down by the American people. Because, like, I was like, little Haru was afraid to speak English, and then no one understand me, so.
But now you're here, look at
Yeah.
you. My first time leaving my country for a long-term study abroad, I would say when I was 7, I left my country for a year. But my case was different because I went to my grandparents' place in California for a year, so I at least had like family, even though my parents weren't there. But then that was for a year, and I went back. When I was in 6th grade, I came out again for like a semester. Oh wait, I came out again for a year. Yeah,
that's
was for
good. Like year study abroad is, I think that's pretty good.
But then it's like that time I had to like live with my aunt and stuff in America,
I mean,
and you know, like living with your relatives, sometimes it could be a little bit painful too. Like I rather
if you're a
live
girl,
with
like
strangers.
you know, like I'm a guy, so like I don't care. Like I'm just like, I don't care who I live with. So, so like you study abroad like 1 year.
Yeah, when I was in 6th grade, so that was 12.
Okay,
so
like
about the same time.
Yeah, but like she did long term.
A long-term one, but I was with family, so that made it easier, I guess, in some ways. My third time was also still in the States. It was when I was 14 in 8th grade.
Okay.
I did a semester in Cleveland, Ohio. And that time I lived with a family friend. Well, they're not family, they're like friends of my dad.
But you're able to speak English at that point, right?
I would say...
Like, okay, what is the level, like, out of 10?
Out
like,
of 10?
Yeah, how good was it? Like, level 1 is like...
It's like A, B, C, D, like the alphabets.
Yeah, right, alphabetical.
When I was 7, like the first time I came to study abroad, I started with 0. Like, I didn't even know my ABCs. And then 1 year, because, you know, kids learn pretty fast.
Yeah.
So I went from 0 to, I would say, probably like 3. When I went back, I forgot everything. But then when I like, kept up with, like, you know,
I thought you were already, like, you know, rigid, like, English speaker at that point. Because when I met you first time, you were, like, perfect English speaker.
Oh my gosh.
She was better than me at that point. Like, that was my first year in America, and she was able to speak better than me, so...
No, that's not true.
She said she would never study abroad, so I'm like, oh, don't write to me.
No, it's like, I actually didn't tell anybody.
Me, right?
I like never told anybody that I study abroad before, because it's just too complicated. See, I have 3 study abroad experiences, so I need to explain it. This is great.
You can just have a mini
So whenever people ask me in the future, I'm just gonna be like, go watch my YouTube video. Yeah, because it's just like too complicated. Actually, Riku, he actually like asked me, he was like, no, there's no way.
Yeah,
he was like, you definitely like study abroad or something.
Oh, Riku is my best friend, by the way. Yeah, it's impossible. Like, how the possible?
I'm sorry. I didn't
English at the point.
I didn't mean to lie, but I just didn't want to, you know, like cause more complications. I didn't want to like.
Yeah, like my name, right? That's why I don't tell my full name. Like,
Yeah, he just tell people he's
yeah,
Haru like most
yeah.
of the time. Yeah, I'm sorry that I wasn't honest like in the
It's
beginning.
alright, it happened. They should be glad that,
Oh yeah, they
you finally
should.
tell the true story about you.
Yeah, I'm like telling you guys the truth.
Next question!
Okay, next
Come
question.
on.
Why did you decide to study abroad?
So you want to have the true, like, honest answer?
Honest answer. If it's a dad and mom forced thing, tell them.
That's
And make your parents watch it. No, I'm just kidding.
She got it. So like the reason I came to US was decided to study abroad was because of my parents and my grandpa. So like it basically, I think most of the Asian kid forced by parents to study abroad at some point, right?
Yeah, it's at some
believe.
point of their life, like they're definitely forced by
Yeah.
their parents. But how come your grandpa? I never heard that story.
Well,
I'm learning more about you today.
Well, like my grandpa is crazy. Like she's not like crazy as a person. Like she has a crazy life. So she built up his own business from zero.
Oh,
Right, so, like,
he's a successful kind
yeah,
of
so
like
he-
entrepreneur.
Well, he know what's gonna happen next, right? So he can predict future pretty well. And then he said like, hey, Haru, why don't you go America and study English? That'd be great skill to have when you try to have job in the future. That's right now. I have found a job, but I still don't. But like actually helped.
Yeah.
He got it right. And then my parents also get in different country. When I was like teenager, which I have more flexible brain or like energetic body.
Okay.
Yeah. I decided to came here because of my parents and grandpa.
Mine is a little bit complicated. So the first time I was forced by my parents. Second time I was also forced. So when I was 12, I was forced to come into the States. Third time I actually asked my parents.
Wow.
So Cleveland, Ohio, I actually suggested that they let me come. For college, I also brought this up. I proposed.
So you decided to be pharmacist at that point?
Like
That's what
pharmacy major?
Yeah.
Okay, so the major, to be honest, definitely my parents influenced me. They definitely made the decision. Like,
Wow.
why would I choose to become a pharmacist? I wanted to do like something like international relations,
But
like,
pharmacist, you can make a lot of money. Like,
I know.
bright future.
yeah,
If you,
it's
like,
a better
trapped
future
in
than like going
school
into
for-
international
yeah.
relations for sure. I'm loving the major right now. Like,
That's cool. That's
so I
awesome,
think my
man.
parents,
was right.
yeah,
Right?
they're right.
Parents are always right.
Yeah, you gotta trust them.
Yeah.
No,
Alright, next question. Go. Just go.
So what did you think when you first arrived in the US?
Oh, like what I thought? The smell was weird. Like,
What the heck?
it's a weird thing that people should know if you travel abroad. Each country has different smell. So like, for example,
Okay.
when I go back to Japan, of course there's like, they use soy sauce a lot, or like rice, and then Asian people there, actually Japanese people. So like, it does smell differently than here in America. They just say Japan smells like soy sauce, America smells like I don't know,
Spaghetti sauce, like
or
marinara sauce.
steak, like A1
Okay.
steak sauce. Let's say that way.
Okay.
It's like,
that's very interesting.
yeah, and then the people, actually everything was big, even people, food, everything. I was kind of scared and afraid because I wasn't able to speak English or couldn't even read
Wow.
any of English words. So I'm like,
That's rough.
I don't know how to survive in there. That's what I thought.
I have another question. So, like, when you first came to the States, like when you were 15,
Yeah.
like your most recent long-term study abroad, what is the state that you went to?
Ohio,
Ohio?
because I actually attended summer camp in Ohio.
That's like the most American state. So,
Yes,
of course.
Sadly, like unfortunately,
Because this, like, Midwest is completely different,
yeah,
I would
it's,
say.
especially like this school is countryside and airport is Detroit, so it was like big.
But Detroit is, like, sketchy.
Yeah, it is. I rode bus for 3 hours to get here. Yeah.
Wow.
The Detroit airport was my first one.
Wow.
It was.
I give you a lot of credit for that.
Yeah.
When I first arrived in the US, if we're saying California,
Yeah.
I thought, like, the moment I, like, arrived, I was like, I'm in Hollywood. This is like in the movies.
Yeah.
And I just, like, see all the white people, the buses and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm just like, wow.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm
exactly.
in freaking LA.
Wow.
When I first arrived in Ohio, it was also Detroit Airport. When I first got into Ada, I was like,
Yeah.
wow, I feel like I'm back in like some kind of Midwest 1950s movie.
That's
scene.
actually true.
Yeah, don't you
She
feel
got
like
a point.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the point.
Like the post office and everything looks so cute and so old and so like,
Yeah.
you know, vintage. I'm just like, wow, am I
mean,
in a movie?
Yeah. It's old.
Yeah,
small.
it's very old and very small. And the movie theater is so cute. Like,
They only show one movie at a
I know,
time.
but yeah, that was my first impression.
Next question.
What was your living arrangements like throughout your years of studying abroad in the States? Like, did you stay with them or something?
Well, for my high school, I stay in dorm.
Oh, stay in
So
dorm.
they provide a dormitory for all the students.
Oh, because you went to a boarding school.
Yeah, they have a strict rule. They have dorm parents. We have to go chapel every single morning. We have to get breakfast.
Is it like a Catholic boarding school?
Kind of, because we had a chapel and then
yeah.
we were chaplain, I think. And then we pray every single morning, even though I'm not
Christian.
Yeah, but I just,
You
kind
just
of mimic.
follow, yeah.
Because I don't want to be awkward kid. Or
Yeah,
be
for sure. I totally understand.
Yeah.
So you stayed in a dorm like all throughout 4 years of high school.
Actually, it's 3 years.
3 years. Oh, because
I
you 15. Yeah.
I transferred from 10th grade, so.
Oh,
actually
that's
3 years.
cool.
Yeah, but yeah, dorm in high school sucks. I mean, like it's good place, but they have strict rule.
It's like you're living in a military, army life.
They have like study hall from 8 to 10 p.m. that you cannot use any cell phone.
That's like
you
Asian
cannot receive
boarding
any
school. Yeah.
music, whatever they decided. And then at the 10:30, you have to turn off the light. And then at the midnight, the Wi-Fi gets shut down, so I cannot use Wi-Fi anymore. So you cannot even study anymore. So
Impressive.
yeah, that's my high school. And here in Oinian, first 3 years I live on campus. My senior year I live off campus, which is this house right now. So how about you, Zoe?
My first time, second time,
Yeah.
I stay in my grandparents' house. Third time, I live with my dad's friend.
Yeah.
Fourth time, college, dormitory. But
Noko.
yeah,
The best friend Noko.
I know I met my best friend.
Yeah, she better to put the video link on the bottom.
Yeah, I'll put
Yeah.
it here.
Yeah.
So you guys,
right
if you
there.
want to watch my roommate tag from freshman year of college, that's the place to go. Next year, I'm moving off campus. I'm following his steps. Next question.
Alright, let's go.
What is the weirdest thing you have experienced in the U.S. so far?
It's kind of tough question though. Because like, once you got used to the weirdest things, you cannot fail or you cannot really, find that weird.
Oh yeah, true.
Right? Like we kind of forget like our first time impression about
Yeah.
America or like people.
Because we're so used to everything
Yeah.
already. This is
Like-
only my third year, so
Yeah.
I can still kind of remember what's the
like
weirdest
what
thing.
is your weirdest?
My weirdest was in the dining hall, they have no cooked veggies. Like no cooked veggies at all. We didn't have the Mongolian grill yet.
But the broccolis, they have like boiled
they have
broccoli.
like boiled
So,
broccoli.
like, you can
That's the only thing. My freshman year, we barely have boiled broccolis.
Yeah, I mean, what? Like
No,
food?
I
Food in
can't.
dining hall,
I was
it's
like-
okay. Not trying
It's
to.
just, but it's crazy though, because like in Asia, I'm so used to eating cooked veggies.
Yeah.
Having just salad is unacceptable. So I was like, that's so weird. But I
Really?
heard like in other states, like they have cooked veggies. It's just because we're in the middle of Ohio.
Yeah, like
small
Ohio,
town.
Ohio people have like the true American taste. I mean, I can eat salad. I don't put any dressing on it.
You're a true American.
Thank you.
I think it's because you studied abroad for so long.
Yeah, unfortunately, I
Like
cannot be
7
Japanese.
years.
Yeah, it's
7
wrong
years.
time. It doesn't mean I can speak English better than Zoe.
No. I think you have more understanding about this culture and
Yeah.
just like everything in general.
Next.
Have you done anything so far that you never thought was possible? Like English? Oh yeah, that's a
'Cause,
big
like,
one. That's a big
Right?
one.
It's like
yeah.
that's what you guys want to know, like how challenging and how crazy to write
'Cause
English.
You started with zero.
Yeah,
right?
like you try so hard to study in your own country. It probably helps, but like coming to like actual country to study, like for example like America to study English, that's a totally different story. Like you will improve day by day that you don't realize. I think that English is the thing.
yeah, that's the thing that you never thought was possible that you could like speak
Yeah.
English so fluently right now.
Cause in Japan, like my grade of English was like 2 out of 5. So like they think I'm like stupid. He can never master English. Like what? Are you talking
Now you can go
Right.
back to
Yeah,
Japan
like-
and be like,
Look, people.
I speak better than you.
Yeah, the things I couldn't believe I could have
you could have achieved.
right?
Well, mine would have to be. I think I became more independent. Like just
Okay,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
buying your own auto insurance.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
yeah. I thought
that's
yeah.
a big thing too. And like getting your license plate,
like that's the proof of adult.
yeah,
Right?
Like adulthood. Except it happened in college.
Yeah.
Like most people, you don't do these stuff until after you graduate from college.
Yeah.
And then we're kind of forced to start doing it like
yeah, because
early
we
on.
don't have parents.
Yeah, because
around
our parents
us.
are not here.
Yeah.
And also, like, buying your own health insurance.
That's actually weird, though.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
I'm calling, I'm like, I'm trying to buy
yeah,
health
and then
insurance.
I just get very nervous.
Yeah.
The phone call is one of the things.
It's rough.
We suck.
That was, like, one thing I never thought I would be able to do, doing adult stuff. Next! What has been the biggest challenge so far?
Getting friends.
Like
getting
making-
American friends.
Oh, making American friends here.
It's actually harder than I thought. Like I thought like if I'm studying abroad, I can automatically get friends. right?
What do you
That
think
didn't
is the
happen.
main reason?
My appearance is totally Asian. I mean, even they cannot distinguish I'm Japanese. So like they don't know how to communicate with Asian people. Like
I
they've
feel like
never
it's an Ohio
seen-
thing, right?
Yeah, but even my Pennsylvania, like my
Oh,
high school.
I mean, like, it's still kind of
yeah,
Midwest
they mix
area.
with like Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Taiwanese, like everything as an Asian. So like they don't know the cultural differences each country. That made me too hard to make friends because they thought like I'm Chinese or something, and then they speak in Chinese, and then that made awkward moment.
I can picture that.
Then that forced me
I'm
to study
sorry.
Chinese, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, 你好,
Oh,
我
yeah.
叫小胖就是, or something like that.
I think you have, like, decent amount of American friends.
Do you think so?
Yeah. Like,
Treat me as your friend, your American friend, right? I think the main reason to have American friend is most of the time is the culture or the experience you had in childhood. If you want to have a friend, that person has to understand that your past or like your culture. Even like it's hard to make friend in Japan.
because you, like, came out so early.
I'm like kind of like like middle between
Yeah.
like, Japan and American culture, so
That's rough.
it's kind of weird. And what was your challenge?
Well,
Challenges or challenge?
well, I have a lot of challenges. So I would say the biggest, I still say the language for me though, like the biggest. Because even though like people would say, oh, like you speak like good English,
That doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter.
there's still language barrier.
Yeah, like
I
you-
don't know. Like people can never understand.
Yeah,
But
like
you understand
Yeah, you
though,
always
like-
like struggle. Like
Yeah.
you have to speak different language.
You're literally living with
yeah,
another
with another
language.
language,
That's
which-
not your mother tongue. Like
Yeah.
that's so hard.
Yeah, so like I couldn't do that before,
I can't.
but
I still can't.
already.
Yeah, I still can't.
So that's weird things. I got it.
I mean,
from
you
sitting
picked it
around.
up.
I could be Espanol. My American friends said like, "Oh, you speak very good English," and then you're a funny guy, goosebump, whatever
Mm-hmm.
they said. But still, like for me, or like they don't understand like how I feel
Mm-hmm.
when I speak with them because I try to study their own culture or like
Mm-hmm.
their like favorite drama or movie. But still, like it's not fair. The American student or like English speaker compare us with other international students. So they compare with like like first year study abroad Japanese and me.
And
It's
they're like, oh, your
like,
English
you're
is so much
Of
better
course,
than
I lived US for 7 years.
Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
Compare with like native or like American
Yeah.
student, like man, like they live like 20 something,
Yeah.
and then I'm just 7 years old kid. So
I totally
yeah.
agree with him. Like, that's exactly how I feel because we want to be as good as the native speakers.
Yeah.
Like, that's our goal. But then Americans would always compare us to, like, the other international students that just
country.
came.
Yeah.
Like, I know we're international students, but our goal is to be like the native speakers. Like,
True.
We want to improve
It depends on your goal. Our goal is like try to be close as possible to like American,
the native speakers.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
But like some people have like, oh, I just wanna master like some kind of degree or some kind of like study.
Next question. How do people dress in your host country? Like, how do people dress in America? What do you think?
Oh.
Like, their style compared to your country?
We love American style, even food and stuff. Especially crowds, like some like fashionable people just get like latest information from American magazine or news, and then they just try to get the clothes. So it's pretty similar. I feel like Japanese people care about how they look instead like inside, but here they don't care that much because they're like independent. And then they don't care what other people think. So like fashion wise, it's similar, but yeah,
Daily basis.
Yeah, daily basis, Japanese people are caring more about fashions.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
they-
are more
they-
stylish.
Yeah,
I'd
like
say.
look at the Japanese girls, like
So kawaii every
right?
day.
It's so
Taiwanese people, I would say like most Asian countries, like Asian people and even Europeans,
Yeah.
we care about our
How we
appearance. Most of the time, people would dress up if they're planning to go out of their
Yeah.
house. Like if you're planning to like go to classes, even
Yeah.
if you just have one class, like
They
people
have to
would
impress
put
people,
effort,
right?
Yeah, like would at least like wear something decent, like
Right.
nice. But then in America, like people literally would throw on their pajamas, like sweatpants,
Fun.
sweatshirt,
Yeah.
like and go.
Yeah.
And they wear like flip flops,
Oh, yeah.
slippers to class,
Even it's
weird
snowing.
socks. Yeah, it's a new thing.
Yeah.
I like was shocked when I first
like,
came.
when I was wearing like tie and like button down with like my like car keys, they asked me like, "Hey, are you going to date or something?"
Yeah,
I'm
they, like,
No, I'm
ask
just
you."
going to class. What are you talking about? This is me and this is
Yeah.
my tie weeks that you wear tie. And
That was my freshman year of college because I'm used to like dressing up to go to class or dressing
Yeah.
up to go out, like go outside of my house. So my first year, like I would always like dress up to go to classes, and then people would ask me like, "Hey, like what's going on
what's
today?
going on?
Like,
Like,
what's up
are
with
you going to
that?"
party?
Yeah,
yeah, it's
and
weird.
I'm just like, no, I just
Yeah.
like dress up
Yeah.
because I want to.
Like if you're a girl and wearing a skirt for the classes, like they will ask,
They will ask you because I dress up so much. It got to a point where people just stop asking because they know I'm just gonna.
That's
my
Zoey.
style.
Like she wear that all the time.
They're just like, oh, Zoe's just doing her Asian thing.
But that means that like you can just be unique if you wear like some like weird clothes or like very formal clothes for classes. So that means that like
you don't have to care about what other people think. If you're like fine with people judging and stuff, you could just be yourself.
True.
Yeah, because I like looking nice, Like, people like looking nice.
That's why I shave.
Yeah. Next, how many states have you traveled to since you studied abroad?
Not much.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, Boston, Massachusetts,
Ohio.
Washington, D.C., Ohio.
Oh, Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, that's my internship place.
Okay, Maryland?
Yep, and then I also went to California for my sister's graduation trip. Michigan? Is that?
Yeah, Michigan is a state.
Oh, I'm so bad at a state. Like, I cannot name it. Oh, and then Tennessee. I went to Knoxville.
Wow, you've been to Nashville?
Yeah, it's a home of country music.
Yeah.
Which is a very good place. I went to Puerto Rico.
Whoa.
Yeah, for my high school baseball spring camp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we went there. That's also America, right?
Yeah, it is. It is part of America. It's like Guam and Hawaii.
Yeah.
Is it a state? Or it's just like a part of America, a territory?
It's a part of America. Alright, what about you?
He was like, oh no, I never traveled, but I've been to all these states like 10.
I thought I compared with my friend. Like,
compared to me, okay? Compared to me. I only been to, let's see, Ohio, Indiana, California. I told him and Michigan. That's it.
Oh, I went to Kentucky.
He's been to so many different states. I've only been to 4. Wow, look at you. I mean, 7 years. Wow.
I've been to Hawaii.
Oh yeah, I've been to Hawaii.
That's right.
I totally forgot. So
wait, don't you have like video of Hawaii?
I do have videos that I filmed in Hawaii.
Yeah. I only go like middle of America, right? Like,
Midwest area.
And I've never been like
coast. Something. I mean, you went to New York. That's a coast. Maryland is a coast.
True. Yeah.
And then California.
Next.
What's your favorite thing about studying abroad in the U.S.?
It's hard though. Like
just to pick a favorite.
Wow. I can have multiple country friends that I could never have in Japan. That's my favorite part. I'm able to speak with, like European, other Asian country people. Especially like international students. They also struggle. And then I'd like to know like how they come here, what they struggle, know more about international people, exchange our, idea or culture that would never be able to do it without English. Food. I mean, I like junk food because like, they offer like bigger size.
Yeah, like large portion.
Yeah,
oh my gosh, that's a big thing.
Like small in here
is like
medium in Asia.
Yeah.
It's so sad. Like, I could never satisfy in Asia anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
Because the portion here is humongous.
Yeah. How about you, Zoe?
I would say actually the same thing. Like I love how I get the diversity and multicultural experience here.
Oh, that's better to say it.
It's definitely something that I don't get in Asia, especially in Taiwan. Like we do have foreigners, but not as wide range of different kind of people from different countries. Like I never met anybody from the Middle East before I came here for college.
I've never tried to speak with them. Like I've never go and talk to them. Like it's kind of scary.
Yeah, and I had like this like misconceptions about them before I came. But then when I came here, I like actually got to know them and know their culture. I was like, wow, like all those movies from Hollywood are so messed up.
You will realize, hey, like the people from different countries, just like people. They're not representing any country. They're just like people.
They're just Oh my gosh, I love how you said it. Once you study abroad, you realize like we're all humans. No matter where we're from. And also, like you said, the portion is so amazing because I eat a lot. Like my mom is very like terrified. She's afraid that I'm gonna turn into some kind of like giant panda.
Next question.
What are your plans after graduating? Because you already graduated. So what are your plans afterwards?
It's a really scary question because
it's complicated.
I haven't decided yet, honestly. Probably gonna couple internship this year and next year. And afterward, I'm gonna try to look, the world.
Like travel around the world.
How
My plans. Well, graduation from today is still like 3 more years for me.
The pharmacy.
I know, right? But afterwards, I'm planning, I want to pass Netflix and then get my license, work as a pharmacist in the States. Yeah, so that's just so far my plan.
Okay.
Whatever God leads me. Next question.
What's next?
How has your study abroad experience changed you as a person?
That made me more independent. I frequently look back, who am I, more than before. Because, you will have own time more. Because, you're kind of afraid to talk and then communicate with other people. So you just have your own time longer automatically and then just think about why I'm here. Wait, what was the question?
How has it changed you as a person?
Oh, yeah.
Your personal time will help you rethink
think like who I am,
yeah.
and then like how can I be better? It's not just like I just need to speak English. It's just like one part of study abroad, but study abroad differently made me like strong, independent, matured person, and then I'll be able to evaluate myself from the third person perspective.
I agree.
You always agree.
I mean, I really agree. I really do agree though. For me, I would say definitely like I became a more independent person because, back in Taiwan, even though, like at some points I would have to make my own decisions.
Right.
For the most part, I'm well protected by my parents. I speak the language.
Yeah.
I'm in my comfort zone. Here, I constantly have to step out of my comfort zone.
True, yeah.
First of all, I'm not using my own language. There's a lot of stuff that I need to deal with when your parents are not here, like you gotta deal with a bunch of crap.
Bunch of crap, yes.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Like you literally feel so different and you look at things differently. I think the perspective change is the biggest
Oh, that's
thing.
a lot. Yeah,
the
that's,
perspective change.
Yeah, that's big turn out.
Yeah. Last question. So in the future, if you had kids, like
Okay.
would you send your kids to long-term study abroad in another country?
I would definitely do that.
So you basically don't blame your parents for doing
No.
that. Your parents need to watch this.
Oh,
They'd
see what
be
I'm talking
so
about.
happy.
Don't make Japanese subtitle.
Do you know there's this platform called VoiceTube? It's from Taiwan. They make Chinese subtitles and Japanese subtitles.
I already told my parents though.
You tell your
no
parents
shame.
what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
my
love them.
parents.
Yeah, of course.
I would definitely send my kid to study abroad. Probably in Europe. That'd be cool. Like
I think
they
so
have
too.
like a borderless countries around, and then they use like multiple different languages. But how about you?
I think as for me, I would also do the same thing, but
Okay.
I think I would not send my kids to study abroad before they graduate from high school. Because I think while you're in middle school and high school, you're kind of going through that like identity crisis phase. You're still kind of like confused and trying to understand
like, who I am and what
exactly.
I'm
And I think at that point, kids need their parents to guide them.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I think like parents at that point like plays an important role. But then once you graduate from high school, I think college is definitely a great time.
Yeah, and then most of
to,
the people just
grow up and
go out
mature.
from the house. So
Oh, yeah.
I think that's good.